A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic development, former President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin are set to meet in Alaska on August 15, 2025. This meeting marks the first face-to-face encounter between a U.S. leader and Putin since President Joe Biden's meeting in Switzerland in June 2021, prior to the escalation of the conflict in Ukraine. The announcement was made by Trump on his social media platform, Truth Social, and has been confirmed by sources within the Kremlin. The summit comes at a critical time as Trump seeks to negotiate a ceasefire in the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. The White House has indicated that the details surrounding the summit are still fluid, with discussions about potentially involving Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in the talks. Trump suggested that he might initially meet with Putin alone before considering a trilateral discussion that includes Zelensky. The backdrop of this meeting is fraught with complexity, as Russia continues its military operations in Ukraine, leading to extensive civilian casualties and destruction. Trump's recent comments have hinted at the possibility of a peace deal that could involve territorial concessions from Ukraine, a notion that has raised eyebrows among international observers. The former president remarked, "You're looking at territory that's been fought over for 3.5 years. A lot of Russians have died. A lot of Ukrainians have died. It's very complicated. We're going to get some back. We're going to get some switched." This statement underscores the delicate balance of power and the contentious nature of negotiations that lie ahead. The meeting also comes with a deadline imposed by Trump, who has called for a ceasefire agreement by August 8th, threatening substantial economic sanctions against Russia if an agreement is not reached. These sanctions could include secondary penalties on nations that maintain trade relations with Russia. Additionally, Trump has recently implemented hefty tariffs on Indian goods, citing India's oil purchases from Russia as a contributing factor. The political landscape surrounding this summit is further complicated by Trump's fluctuating relationship with both Putin and Zelensky. Frustration has reportedly been growing within the Trump administration regarding the lack of progress towards a ceasefire, with Trump describing some interactions with Putin as disappointing. The U.S. envoy to Russia, Steve Witkoff, recently met with Putin in Moscow, which Trump characterized as a very productive discussion. Alaska's selection as the meeting venue has drawn attention, with Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski expressing hope that the summit could lead to meaningful agreements and progress towards ending the war. However, she also voiced her concerns regarding Putin's regime. As the date approaches, the world watches closely, awaiting the outcomes of this high-stakes meeting that could reshape the geopolitical landscape. The potential for a ceasefire and diplomatic resolution is tempered by the realities on the ground in Ukraine, where Russian forces continue to occupy significant territories. Both Trump and Putin have expressed a desire for peace, but the specific terms and conditions of any agreement remain shrouded in uncertainty. The upcoming summit is poised to be a pivotal moment in international relations, with implications that may extend far beyond the immediate conflict in Ukraine. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.